To Monroe we go for the final two games of the FPHL regular season. It's the Moccasins and the Thunderbirds. The Monroe looking to end their season on a high note. Hockey coming up in just a moment. Welcome in, everyone, here to the Civic Center here in Monroe. It's game 1 of 2 on this weekend series between the Thunderbirds and the Moccasins. And with that being said, we'll take you upstairs here inside the broadcast booth. Pete Fricano, Joe Sfurtato. We'll check in with Taylor Costa in just a little bit. Well, Pete, the season's winding down. The Moccasins are trying to finish this regular season here on a high note, coming off a tough 5-2 loss last night, though, to the Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Yeah, it definitely was a loss we didn't want, especially against Baton Rouge, and Baton Rouge took the season series 5-4. But here we are, final series of the season against the Carolina Thunderbirds, and it's going to be a tough hill as always.
Yeah, and a tough team in Carolina, too. The Moccasins, they have struggled against this team in the regular season, 0-3 against them. They're going to have to find a way to slow down Gus Ford tonight. He's had 80 points, been their best player this season.
Gus Ford's been a great player the last several years in this league, and this year's no different. They're also running into a buzzsaw goaltending duo of Cavallari and Boris Babic. So tonight, Cavallari gets to start, very tough in net. It's going to be hard to beat, but like always, shots on goal, throw the kitchen sink.
And on the other hand, though, in terms of starting goaltenders tonight, the Moccasins are going to Cody Karpinski here in the back of the net.
Yeah, Karpi's going to start tonight. Last night, Sean Kuhn had a lot of shots on goal, over 40 shots. It was a long night. He needs a much needed rest. He's really taken on the workload this season, and tonight, number one's between the pipes.
Well, it's going to be a fun one. It's the Moccasins and the Thunderbirds. Game 1 of 2 on this weekend series. Let's take to the ice right now. Here's the Moccasins are coming onto the ice. Welcoming everyone here to Monroe between the Moccasins and the River Dragons. Let's check in now with Taylor Costa. Taylor.
Thanks, Joseph. Man, tonight is game one of the last series of the season. What was the message in the locker room before tonight's game?
Just kind of leave it all on the ice. This is our last impression for the year, and just leave something for the community that's been great to us all year.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck tonight, man. Back to you, Joseph.
Welcoming everyone right in. Well, tonight's starting goaltender, tonight it is going to be Cody Karpinski. For the Moccasins on the other end, it will be Mario Cavalieri for the Carolina Thunderbirds. So glad you guys can be with us. Well, now the Thunderbirds with control all the way back out to center ice. This will be swatted all the way back on down here, and this is Clay Nakili for the Thunderbirds. Up ahead, and out come the Thunderbirds on a 2-on-1. Here's a shot that time that goes over the top. Trying to work it out of the corner now, and Ford, he'll toss it on along, all the way back up top. And now the Moccasins in control, trying to tag it on to center ice, and this time it's Anderson who'll look to direct the traffic. Drop the shoulder and peel on back. So almost the opening minute right now gone by in period number one between the Moccasins and the Thunderbirds. Carolina coming into this contest. 37 wins, Pete, here on the year. 37, 11, 4, 0, 2, and they have 119 points.
Yeah, they've been battling the Athens Rock Lobsters throughout the season for number 1 and number 2, and just a tough customer here with Carolina. They've been stout all year.
Trying to rework this now from the corner. They'll move it out high for Asp. And now it's reworked all the way to the outside and back on down here inside the Moccasin zone. The Moccasins 0-3 this season here against this team as it's lugged all the way back on in. Final 2 games, though, here, Pete, for these Moccasins in the regular season in their inaugural year. And unfortunately did not make the playoffs, but trying to pick up the last 2 wins and end the regular season on a high note.
Yeah, I can't believe it's come and gone. I remember when this arena just had concrete on the floor, and here we are with the last 2 games of the season. It's been an amazing ride.
Slapped all the way back onto center ice on the one-touch pass here, and Gagnon on the area feed. He'll place this one ahead all the way back on through the middle to the corner boards. Here is Keeley all the way back along. Here he is, top of the circle, and sends one right back onto Cody Karpinski. Karpinski trying to pick up his first win here in a Moccasins uniform all the way on back now here. Drifting with control this time. Baker the handoff and the turnover now. Gesso with it, knocked down. Able to keep it alive though is Kosh. Favaro blew a tire, who opened the scoring last night for the Moccasins against the Zydeco. And now it's turned all the way onto the outside. And here comes Carolina back on the charge right now, looking for a lane in front. That one rimmed off the boards and all the way back on down.
And Cody Karpinski played with Carolina last season. Played very well with them, and it's another revenge game anytime you can play against your former team.
Here's a shot that time put off the end wall, and all the way back around now with control of the drop. Prevost to set the table all the way back on in. Here is Clay Keeley, one of the 2 Keeleys on this team, the twin brothers, and spilled all the way back on down. So now it's Seth Bacon. Back to pick it up. He'll look for room. Trying to hand this one ahead. And now the D-to-D pass. There for Bacon. He'll send this one as far as he can get to center ice. Asp. Picked up now here by Kennedy. He'll look to work this one back ahead, and now Panachik with it on the overlap. Here he comes. His shot high, that time off the glove hand. Right back on to Cody Karpinski. Trying to rework it out of the corner. Now it's Asp. Trying to get back on it. Looking to pick it up this time. Angelosi, and all the way back on down here for Kennedy. On the DDD pass, and looking back on ahead to the middle of the ice. Bacon with a heavy body check and out to the neutral zone here for Houston Wilson, all the way back on down towards Cavalieri. He'll swap that one to the corner. And back on it here for Carolina. In transition. This time now it's Salak trying to get that one through the middle and tapped along to the outside. Just so with it to stick handle and his way back in. Pulling up here this time. Now the Moccasins trying to control this one and push this one back ahead. Almost 5 minutes gone by, Pete, and already some back and forth hockey. The Moccasins controlling the game so far in the opening minutes.
A couple shots here and there. It's feeling each other out and just trying to get these pucks to the net. And there's another one right there to Cavalieri, who covers it up and with the pad pushed up against the left post. Another good save by Cavalieri. And Cavalieri does come in tonight 28-0-2 with a 2.27 goals against and a 922 save percentage. That's pretty good, folks. Like I said, a solid goaltending duo right now with Cavalieri and Boris Babik for Carolina. Two tough kids in net.
So slapped all the way back on off the end wall here and reworked out from center ice. It's Lane King back on it, popping it out to the neutral zone. Butita all the way back on down here in a foot race. Back to get it here are the Moccasins in behind now. This time Prevost to the outside, looking to pick out an option. The speedster and Anderson trying to enter the zone, but offside. Sim and Caden Henry just a little hair in early, and that's sometimes what the speed will do to you.
Speed does kill in this league, and yeah, Henry just got a little ahead there, getting over the blue line before the puck made it. Offside's called, and that's going to take us to a TV timeout.
Well, 14:37 left to go here in period number 1. No score from Monroe. Opening minutes of this first period back after this. Welcome back, and everyone here to Monroe inside the Civic Center. So glad you guys can be with us here on the Monroe Moccasins Broadcast Network. Opening minutes of period number 1, joined by Taylor Costa, Pete Fricano, Joseph Hurtado with you on hand. No score right now here between Carolina and the Moccasins in game 1 of 2 on this weekend. Monroe not in a playoff spot, being eliminated. They're trying to end this season on a high note in their inaugural season, looking for their 19th regulation win. 70 points for them on the season, all the way back on out to dead center. Now here for Pavlov to look things over right now here. Bottom of the screen, he'll hand it across. And now looking to roll it back in here, Gus forward. 80 points on the season. He has been hard to stop, Pete.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's one thing with Carolina, their top 5 scorers are all having a plus 20s and a plus minus. It's amazing.
Diagonal pass, and this time it's going to find Joseph Kennedy, and that one trickling through and back out to the corner. Panachik here on the cycle, and that will draw the arm of the official, and we will have the game's first power play. It will be a high sticking call, and Carolina will go to the man advantage.
Looks like Prevost is going to the box for the high sticking call. They get a visit from the Candy Kids down low, which is going to bring Carolina to the power play. Carolina's power play right now is 22%. while their penalty kill is at 87%. And on the other side, Monroe's penalty kill is at 84%. So looking forward to seeing this matchup here. And last night, Monroe did get a shorthanded goal against Baton Rouge, so that's something that they've been able to do this season.
Well, the Thunderbirds on the power play, 22% stacked up against the Moccasins PK, 84%. Here's a shot off the pad and sent all the way back on down to the clear.
Big save by Cody on that shot. Cleared it safely.
So here's a drop all the way back on for Salak, and he'll try to find the red line, looking to play it back in. Now it's King to set the table, and pumped all the way back across, and looking to pick it up now out of the corner there. That time it's Keeley. Nate Keeley on the exchange now. Panachik with it, trying to find an open area to go with it, and that will go all the way back down here in a foot race. Cavalieri to the outside, all the way to the neutral zone, and this time Butita all the way across the pond. Open man there, Panachik. Trying to play it back in, tied up there. Off the half wall, the bumper pass, looking for a shot, and losing the handle though, and out come the Moccasins. Anderson on the overlap, in short-handed, trying to slip through, and he scores!
Sometimes asking you shall receive, talking about those shorthanded goals. Speed kills. It just killed right here. Cavalieri was clueless on that one. Almost had numbers coming out up the ice, but then again, Anderson takes it to himself, gets in close enough. Cavalieri did get a piece of it, but deflected up over his shoulder, back of the net. Moccasins with a 1-0 lead.
Blake Anderson, another shorthanded goal to his resume. His 20th of the season. His 38th point now on the year, and now the Moccasins have the 1-0 lead here, Pete.
Player I've been high on all season long from training camp on, Blake Anderson. His feet never stop, and putting him out there on the penalty kill like he's been all season, it's just an asset to this special teams unit.
So 12:06 left to go in this first period, and still some time left on this power play here for Carolina. Giving up a shorthanded goal. They've only given up 3 coming into tonight now. They've given up their 4th on the season.
We'll take that one for sure.
So now Gagnon with it, looking to turn the corner off the edge. Straight pass all the way back out high. And on the overlap now, here's Kramer. The give back on for a shot by Gagnon through traffic. Caught there in the glove hand, and Karpinski able to hang on.
Pass across to Gagnon, who has a shot. Cody Karpinski saw it all the way through traffic, making a nice glove save to his low left. Holding it on, giving up no rebounds.
So now the attacking zone face-off here for the Moccasins. And it is Ford to take the draw. And kicked out of the face-off circle there. That time was Caden Henry. And now off the tie-up. Fair and one to the back. And this time it's Kramer off the wall. He'll hand this one back in for Ford. He'll take a peek right now. Gus Ford stick handling, surveys, goes right back up top again. There that time for Kramer. He'll drop it in tight now. Looks for a lane right now and a place to go with it. Gagnon. Now a shot there by Kramer all the way over the top, off the stanchion too, and collected and sent all the way back on down, out to center ice. Prevost a tap pass, back to even strength, and Prevost looking. He'll look for a drop, and Henry couldn't quite pull the trigger, rather just so. And now it's sent back up the ice. 2-on-1 developing here for the Thunderbirds as that shot deflected over and back around.
Great shot deflection, good heads-up play on the back check by Favaro.
Now Favaro, he'll just send this one back onto Cavalieri, and it's blocker down. D-to-D, and now across here for Carolina to pick it up. Pavlov on the drop, all the way across for Asp. Back ahead to the middle of the ice, and looking to jump on it here this time is Farmer. And now it's swung all the way back ahead on the two-line pass, and offsides there that time is the call. So 10:24 left to go right now. First period alongside Taylor Costa, Pete Fricano. So glad you guys can be with us. Joseph Furtado with you on hand. A 1-0 lead here for these Moccasins. Blake Anderson, who opened the scoring to make it 1-0, and that's where we stand right now here in this hockey game. It was a shorthanded goal, and it was Anderson's 20th of the season. Pete, like you were talking about a player, you've been really high on Blake Anderson.
Absolutely. The first time I met him, the kid was yes sir, no sir, and that goes a long way with me. First impression stick, and he's made the lasting impression. Just a good kid. Had a really heck of a first season.
I haven't made a lasting impression on you, basically.
You've got your moments, but that's. I think everybody in this booth, even Connor, who isn't here this evening, but you know,
no, him or nor Holden.
No, well, listen, boys, we're here in spirit.
He did give us some problems, plenty of problems to do it tonight.
Yeah.
All the way back on through center ice, and now here comes Carolina trying to play that one across. Gonna fall there in the feet of Butita. Trying to hand this one all the way out to the neutral zone and rimmed across to the outside. Tossed all the way back in on the turning stick of Karpinski. And here come the Moccasins. Trying to step on through Favaro. Caden Henry, Favaro. Instead, now Yanni Liarakos from the red line. He'll just dump this one back in. Prevost there on the forecheck. All the way back out to the point now for Wilson. He'll send this one across now for Seth Bacon. Drops in a tight spot there for Stefanini. Back to pick it up to the middle on the centering pass. Rebound! And that one would not go for Yanni Liarakos. A great quality scoring chance here for the Pete.
Point blank chance by Liarakos, and tried to collect his rebound too and slam that home, but just couldn't corral the bouncing puck.
Yeah, the Moccasins, they have had some good scoring chances here in period number one. There's a shot that time taken, put all the way back around now to the end wall. Back in tight, trying to work it on forward, and now Liarakos back to pick it up. So now here are the Moccasins on that two-line pass, and that is going to go out of play right now, and will bring us to the stoppage. 8:33 left to go, another TV timeout here in this one. The Moccasins on top on a goal from Blake Anderson to make it 1-0. Back in just a moment.
Works, Northeast Louisiana's first infrared fitness studio. Get more workout in less time, plus all the health benefits of our patented infrared saunas. We offer over 11 different types of virtually instructed workouts. Get unlimited workouts 24/7 for less than $2 a day. Hotworks is for all levels of fitness, from beginners to professional athletes. Call us today to schedule your first free workout session. Hotworks, 1306 North 18th Street in Monroe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Welcome back in, everyone, here to the Civic Center. First period, 8 minutes in, some change left to go. So glad you guys can be with us alongside Taylor Costa, Pete Fricano, Joseph Furtado with you on hand. A 1-0 lead here for the Moccasins on a goal from Blake Anderson. So glad you guys can be with us. And those for us watching back on YouTube and KNOE as well, if you guys can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We lost our previous channel and trying to get back to all the subscribers that we had back in the season. We're at nearly 3K in less than a year and now gone in kind of the blink of an eye, Pete. So trying to get back to those numbers that we had back originally a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's an amazing feat. Unfortunately, YouTube just decided to go ahead and dissolve everything we had, which I know Joseph's been fighting all week trying to get everything back. I mean, really fighting to try to get everything back and plead his case of why. And I don't think we ever really got a reason why. It's just that's what happened, and starting fresh.
Another reason to blame Connor Hill.
Connor, you should have known better, buddy. It's
You know, it was kind of funny, Pete. You know, the weekend's coming down to an end, and you know, we saw a fan walking around with a "It's Connor's fault" sign today, especially after what happened last week.
Yeah, that totally took me by surprise. I didn't expect to see that tonight, and we definitely had to get a picture with them and had to smile a little bit. You know, you never know what our fans are going to pick up
You never
from.
know.
And,
No.
You know, there's been a lot of catchphrases, and you know, we walk around the building here during the games, during intermissions, and what have you, and before and after, and people pick things up during the games, and they say things that I may have said or you may have said, and more so me than you. But
like I said, you know, the fans here are fantastic. And another really good turnout here tonight on a Friday, right? And it's unfortunate this season has come to an end so quickly. And like I said, you know, I would love to have seen what this building would be like in a playoff atmosphere.
You know, it's electric on a nightly basis. The roof would have been blew off here. I mean, it would have just been amazing. But you know what? As I've been saying before, this is chapter 1.
Yep.
It's a long book.
Yeah, and then, you know, 2 on top of that is a save there by Cavalieri. And going back to what some of the fans do here, you know, we've seen the Coash me outside sign that you had to go for Scott Coash. We were talking about it, but, you know, when Scott Coash scored last week, you know, you brought that out, the Coash me outside, and we were talking about it because when you said that, I had pulled the headset off because I was laughing so hard here right next to you on the floor, and the fans didn't know that, but you were talking about that back breakfast, and it was funny.
There's times that there's a long pause by one of us, somebody's actually laughing because either there's been an inside joke of sorts or just something that we've come up with.
You even brought that up yesterday, you know, but like I said, every time, you know, I'm stopped talking, it's usually I'm laughing at something you're doing.
And that's part of, you know, the entertainment value. You know, we're here to educate but entertain at the same time. And believe me, we've been blessed and love doing it all year.
There's an offside blown dead right now. 6:53 left to go. And Pete, I have enjoyed every minute of you working with you every season, or I should say every minute working with you this season. And, you know, we got to do a few games last year in Baton Rouge, but, you know, we've got almost a full season together here in Monroe. So, I mean, it's you know, game 55, 56, and it's winding down real fast. Yeah,
you know, it took a minute for me to catch a groove because I've never done this before. Just like all these interns here, you know. I'm not an intern, but I've had the experience and I know what I'm talking about upon some other opinion. But, hey, that's the way it goes. And that's I don't think I'd want to do this with anybody else.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun, too, all season long, and like I said, the new interns that we've been picking up throughout the year, and you know, making it part of, you know, our team, and not just our team, you know, our families, these guys and girls too, helping us out. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, and our fans, and you know, in this weekend, these last 2 games, this is about our fans. This is about you guys. This is about you supporting this team throughout the year. This has just been fantastic. Over 100 at the end of the weekend, it'll be well over 120,000 fans walking through these doors. That's something you should all be proud of. Everybody watching this feed. If you've come through these doors, if you watch the broadcast, we thank you so much.
Right now on here to the half wall with 6 minutes left to go. Opening period, a 1-0 lead for the Moccasins, and a goal from Blake Anderson. Shelled all the way back in, and this time it is Cody Karpinski to slow it up. Going to leave it off there for Ben Stefanini. He'll drop it on back. The Moccasins looking to reset. Pete, you know, we have Cody Karpinski in net, but, you know, it would have been cool. Maybe we should have had you sign a celebrity contract.
You know, that was I threw that around in the beginning of the season, and it's one of those things to where I think I was more so worried that we're going to be fighting for that playoff position at the end, and you don't want to take warm-up time away from somebody else. But you know what? Maybe next year.
I would have loved to see that, actually.
I
think a lot of fans would have loved to see that too.
And truth be known, my gear is upstairs in the office. So if you do need we need an emergency goaltender, you never know.
All right, now here come the Moccasins flying back in. Here's a wraparound attempt there from Henry. Trying to send this one to the top and all the way back onto the Moccasins defensive zone. The area pass on forward here for Koivuniemi. Backpedaled in here, that time by Many Guns. Rolled up by Cavalieri. And now it's sent to the outside on the touch pass. All the way on here for Kramer. Back ahead now. Farmer stick handling back in. Gus Ford on the take to the slot. His shot deflected onto the corner. And now we will get another penalty here.
Gus,
and it will be a slash.
Yeah, Gus Ford was shaking his hand after that shot. I mean, I assume he got slashed in the hand. But he shook it off enough to where the ref called it. And to the penalty box goes Many Guns.
Well, 4:36 left to go. First period, the Moccasins still holding on to a 1-0 lead back in 90 seconds.
Hey Mocs fans, Parker Moskal here over at our newest corporate partners, Kart Pros. We've got a brand new kart here that we're going to be taking out for a spin to the Monroe Civic Center.
My name is Mike Gray. I'm owner of Kart Pros, and we're proud to sponsor the Monroe Moccasins this year.
Welcome back in, everyone, here on the Monroe Moccasins Broadcast Network, and those tuning in over on our Facebook page, KNOE, and also YouTube as well. Under 5 minutes to go here, first period. Joined by Taylor Costa, Pete Fricano, Joseph Furtado with you. The Thunderbirds on a power play right now, 0 for 1 tonight and trailing by 1. The last goal coming from Blake Anderson, who made it a shorthanded goal, and maybe another here with Stefanini. Here he is probing back into the outside. Angled off the puck there by Salak. Trying to work this on from the corner. Sent on to the other side now from Keeley. And back out comes Carolina. This way for King. Back ahead now for Salak. Trying to step this one back inside the zone there. That time again, Nate Keeley on the hard around all the way up top. Placed back in down low. Here's Keeley once again waiting for it. Utito with it. Didn't get through though, and trying to clear all the way down here. Gustafson on from the corner. 3.5 remains here in this first period. Trying to rework it all the way down. Koivuniemi, and he'll clear. So back for it here, it's Panachik. Sends it back ahead now, this time Kramer on the drop. Now it's forward on through the middle of the ice. His hand out to the outside, sent back in from Keeley. Back around the boards, trying to work it towards the front. The poke ahead for Wilson, lost it. Now here's a pass across from Kramer. A shot on the way there, and Karpinski with the stop. And Pete, he's looked pretty good tonight in this first period.
Yeah, he's looking pretty sharp. Like I said, sometimes these are revenge games when you're playing against the former team. You always have something to prove, a little chip on your shoulder. Cody's a hell of a goaltender, and it's good to see him locked and loaded. It was a good save right there off of Gus Ford's last shot. Like we said earlier, he's a dangerous player, Gus Ford.
This pass to the outside, and back out of the box comes Many Guns, so 2.5 remains in this first period. The Moccasins still on top right now, 1-0. Farmer on the bumper pass. Out inside the Moccasin zone now. Here's Prevost. He'll dump it off around the boards, all the way back ahead now. Here comes Monroe. This way now, Ford. Trying to cut it towards the middle. Didn't do that. And now back to the point for a long drive there. That time took a deflection from James Farmer. And out from the half wall, trying to send this on back down. Now Gesso. They'll drop it off now. Favaro back to Gesso again. They'll scoop that one all the way down. Going to take a favorable bounce here this time for Sabat. Trying to work in, and That time it just goes wide of Cavalieri.
And Samad's moving really good from last night. He took an awkward hit and looked like he might have wrenched his back a little bit, but he looks good tonight.
Also scored a goal last night, too, against former team.
Also must have felt good. Like I said, you play your former team, and sometimes there's things you want to do, and that's whether it's getting a goal
or
a
shorthanded goal, too.
Yeah, it's back-to-back nights in shorties. It's a beautiful thing when that happens.
Yeah, now we're going to get a whistle here. We'll see what it will be.
Joseph, we had a crazy feed last night from Baton Rouge, and I did not get a chance to wish my niece, Cecilia Rose, my brother's first and only child. Her first birthday was yesterday. I don't get to see her as much as I'd like to because it's so easy to get up to Chicago, and hopefully the family had a good time at the birthday yesterday. I know my mom made a cake. We could have had Lisa cut the cake, which would have been amazing if we could have had Lisa come up and cut the cake.
I don't know if they're going to want Lisa to cut the cake.
I don't know if I want Lisa to cut the cake, but she does a great job, and,
no,
and she's our official cake cutter.
She's cut a couple cakes, actually.
Yeah.
She has.
Yeah. We got her new chainsaw, so it's going to be.
We got her. Yes, she had a dull blade last time, so she couldn't cut the cake.
I'm telling you, man, that plastic knife. I was watching it, and she was struggling, and I was like, "This is going to be horrible."
Oh boy, that was a heavy shot there from Blake Anderson.
Yeah, it was.
That's gonna go all the way back on down. But there's all some other birthdays coming up, and Pete, yours is coming up too.
Yes, it is.
So
it's
happy
coming
birthday
up,
to you.
It's coming up Tuesday, and it's we're just gonna miss it. We're just gonna miss that cutoff, and it's a big one, but another trip around the sun, I guess.
I guess a happy early birthday to you, partner.
I appreciate that. Maybe we'll have birthday hats tomorrow or something. Who knows?
You
never know
what's in the card.
No.
I
Matter of fact,
what's on the bingo card.
You never know what surprises. I got a surprise this morning as well. So hey, it's
long weekend.
Yeah, very much, and a great save there. Great save by Cavalieri. That's one of those poster saves. Good glove save with his reaching out to his left. Actually, a fan of his equipment too. He's got some really nice looking Vaughns and good setup. Good looking goaltender over there. But it's always nice to beat the opposing goaltenders, just like Blake Anderson with that shorthanded goal earlier this period, which gets us to sit here at the 1-0 lead here very, very late in the first period.
Right now from the half wall, trying to work this back along. Now here are the Moccasins in the final minutes of this first period. It's asked, but that one goes through him and back on towards the middle, right back on to Karpinski, slapping at it. Still trying to work that one towards the front. And now back out ahead, here comes Wilson on the crisscross. The drop here for Leo Rocco's, a man across, looking in, that shot pushed wide. Final 40 seconds left to go. There's a shot taken, and that one deflected the half boards. Now back out to the middle. Here is Ford doubling on back, 80 points on the season. Final seconds here in period number 1. To the outside, one last chance maybe. Farmer lost it, and that is going to wind down the first 20 minutes of hockey here in period number 1.
Pretty solid first period here against the division leading Carolina Thunderbirds, out shooting the Thunderbirds 9-4. That's what the reported shots on goal is here at the end of the first. But I like the way the Moccasins look tonight.
Well, we'll take you back upstairs here inside the broadcast booth. So glad you guys can be with us. He's Pete Fricano, Joseph Furtado with you on hand. Happy Friday. So glad you guys can be with us. And it's been a fun week all season long, or fun weekend so far, but always a fun time when you're up here. But the Moccasins on top with a 1-0 lead on the goal from Blake Anderson.
Yeah, the weekend felt like a whole season. It's been, man, driving up to Baton Rouge yesterday, then a late arrival after the game to Monroe last night. We got home about, 2:30 in the morning.
We did. It was a late drive. You drove. We took the team bus down, met you over in Baton Rouge because you came up from New Orleans, and we made the drive. We got in very late and woke up very early.
Yeah, a good 4 hours of sleep, and then met a couple sponsors this morning. Visited Marty and Mark's Jewelry and Tim Hitt over there at Fiesta on 18th, and kind of our standard rounds. And
well, it is the end
another
of the
week.
week. We got to show some of our production team. This has been Troy Savannah. Has been helping us out all season long. We can't thank him anymore for all of his hard work all season long. And behind the scenes, I mean, we know we blame Connor for a lot of the problems, but he takes some of the blame too, right?
He does, and it's rightly so, because like I think I said in Motor City, if you're not getting blamed for anything, that means you're not working. So you're doing something right. And boy, he cleans up good too. Look at him with the suit tonight.
He wore a suit.
He said he was going to do it.
He's fixing the audio right now. I mean,
I'm here now.
Yeah.
He's here now. I mean, what's it like from your view, though, watching the game and producing everything when the horn goes off?
It's definitely new to me. I mean, I grew up in Monroe. We didn't have hockey here. Now we have hockey here. So, I mean, it's just this year I started watching hockey games, NHL, we watched Four Nations, that was cool. But yeah, as far as anything hockey, and production-wise, this is all a first.
We got Chance Nethery down here, too, does a little bit of everything.
How's it going,
Our
guys?
favorite roaming camera guy, too. I mean, what's hockey meant to you here, and what's it meant to the city?
Well, a lot of us here in the Twin Cities, we grew up coming here to the Civic Center, and remember coming here with our parents when we were kids, and watching these games with the previous Monroe Moccasins, and so it's really great for a lot of my friends to bring their kids and get to join in on this new era of Monroe Moccasins hockey. It's really been a great experience for a lot of the citizens.
Well, we're bringing a third member of our team right now. That's Trent Key. Come in here, Trent. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Okay,
Scared
Trent
of
Key.
what?
Another camera guy we have too, working so hard behind the scenes. But you've been learning hockey too, whether it's roller hockey, ice hockey, and what's hockey meant to Louisiana, and what's it meant to you here in the city?
It's just a nice change to have something new in town. Something new to do, something new to experience. A lot of people have never experienced hockey before, and this has just been a dream come true, honestly. Having our team back, just to have our team back and to be able to experience this every Friday, it's a blast.
Well, a great group of guys up here inside the press box, working so hard behind the scenes, making everything happen right now. A 1-0 lead for the Moccasins, courtesy of Blake Anderson to make it 1-0. Back after this. Stay with us. Second period coming up here from Monroe in just a moment.
Works, Northeast Louisiana's first infrared fitness studio. Get more workout in less time, plus all the health benefits of our patented infrared saunas. We offer over 11 different types of virtually instructed workouts. Get unlimited workouts 24/7 for less than $2 a day. Hotworks is for all levels of fitness, from beginners to professional athletes. Call us today to schedule your first free workout session. Hotworks, 1306 North 18th Street in Monroe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Hey Mocs fans, Parker Moskal here over at our newest corporate partners, Kart Pros. We've got a brand new kart here that we're going to be taking out for a spin to the Monroe Civic Center.
My name is Mike Gray. I'm owner of Kart Pros, and we're proud to sponsor the Monroe Moccasins this year. We're donating an Evolution Forester for their use. These are street legal, so that you will probably see them around town. Thanks for the opportunity. We look forward to those Moccasin games.
Monroe, are you ready to take out the trash? Nah. Leave that up to us. You bring the game. We'll clean up the mess. No matter the job, big or small, we take out the trash. Just give us a call. When the clock counts down, who do you call on? We're local, we're trusted, and we get the job done. No hidden fees, no penalties, only clean sweeps keeping trash off your streets. Puck around and find out that the trash guys are the only option for commercial and residential trash pickup. Let us do the dirty work so you can keep playing hard.
Banner Ford of Monroe has your next car, truck, or SUV. We have over 150 pre-owned vehicles in stock right now. Whether you're looking for a safe, reliable, fuel-efficient car or it's just time to upgrade, shop Banner Ford of Monroe. We have all makes and models. Plus, we will pay top dollar for your trade.
The Banner way really is a better way. I'm Rick Flick, and I guarantee it.
Shop Banner Ford of Monroe on Frontage Road or online at bannerfordofmonroe.com.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, we start each day preparing for you, our loyal customers. Our experienced team of professionals works hard for you every day. We bend over backwards to put you in the right vehicle to meet your needs and budget. Our impressive lineup of vehicles will have you doing backflips as we help you stick the landing with every deal. But here, it's not about us, it's about you. Take your spot on the winner's podium at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, where we are made for champions.
Fill up with 76 renewable diesel using the Fuel Forward app and save on every fill up. Fill up with 76 renewable diesel using the Fuel Forward app and save on every fill up.
Big pre-owned savings, big pre-owned selection. It's all here at Ryan Chevrolet. Pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, GM certified pre-owns. Shop them all online at ryanchevy.com or on Oliver Road in Monroe. Every Chevy certified is backed with a 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and more. Got a trade? Let Ryan Chevrolet show you what your vehicle is really worth. Pre-owned buyers get it all at Ryan Chevrolet.
Come see why more people are buying at Ryan. Ryan Chevy in Monroe.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift? Look no further than Johnny's Pizza House. Whether it's our signature Sweep the Kitchen pizza, Johnny's Flips, or sweet treats like our peach pudding pie and cinnamon sticks, there's something for everyone to love. This year, send that love instantly with a digital gift card. Perfect for family and friends near or far. Just a few clicks and it's delivered straight to their inbox, ready to enjoy. Give the gift of flavor and convenience this holiday season. Visit johnnysph.com/gift cards today to order your gift cards from Johnny's Pizza House.
Welcome to Brown's Roofing, where we are redefining the roofing industry with a commitment to excellence, honesty, and the customer experience. We want to make a difference in the contractor world, so we created efficient solutions for all roofing needs.
Monroe, are you ready to take out the trash? Nah. Leave that up to us. You bring the game. We'll clean up the mess. No matter the job, big or small, we take out the trash. Just give us a call. When the clock counts down, who do you call on? We're local, we're trusted, and we get the job done. No hidden fees, no penalties, only clean sweeps keeping trash off your streets. Puck around and find out that the trash guys are the only option for commercial and residential trash pickup. Let us do the dirty work so you can keep playing hard.
Banner Ford of Monroe has your next car, truck, or SUV. We have over 150 pre-owned vehicles in stock right now. Whether you're looking for a safe, reliable, fuel-efficient car or it's just time to upgrade, shop Banner Ford of Monroe. We have all makes and models. Plus, we will pay top dollar for your trade.
The Banner way really is a better way. I'm Rick Flick, and I guarantee it.
Shop Banner Ford of Monroe on Frontage Road or online at bannerfordofmonroe.com.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, we start each day preparing for you, our loyal customers. Our experienced team of professionals works hard for you every day. We bend over backwards to put you in the right vehicle to meet your needs and budget. Our impressive lineup of vehicles will have you doing backflips as we help you stick the landing with every deal. But here, it's not about us, it's about you. Take your spot on the winner's podium at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, where we are made for champions.
Fill up with 76 renewable diesel using the Fuel Forward app and save on every fill up.
Welcome back in, everyone, here to Monroe inside this second period. So glad you guys can be with us alongside Pete Fricano, Joseph Furtado with you on hand. It's the Moccasins and the Thunderbirds here for period number 2. And right now, Pete, the Moccasins controlling that first period, leading 1-0.
Yeah, the Moccasins looked really good in the first period with shorthanded goal by Blake Anderson. Early on, captured a 1-0 lead, and that's where it was held throughout the remainder of the period. So we start here. Cavallari to our left, Cody Karpinski to our right, and a 1-0 lead.
This one tipped all the way back along to the outside. Blake Anderson, his only goal coming back in that first period, which was a shorthanded goal, and Pete, the Moccasins have goals in back-to-back nights shorthanded.
Yeah, they've been fire on the penalty kill in both nights. Just something they've been consistently good at this season.
To the outside and looking to swing around. Delayed penalty coming up, and this time it will be against Carolina.
Once again,
Get the call.
cannot stress enough how speed kills. You get a player like Caden Henry with the puck, and he comes up guns blazing up the ice, and he's going to draw a penalty or two here and there, and he did just that right now.
So we will see Clay Keeley going to the box. 25 points on the season.
That is a shame.
So now the Moccasins on the power play. Their first man advantage here tonight. They'll load up 4 forwards and a D-man here on the power play. Out to Asp. Short pass there for Wilson. Those two will cross up, and this is a long shot deflected right into the mesh, and there we will get a whistle here. 19 minutes left to go.
No, the end of our season is slowly upon us, but you know what is here is allergy season. Allergy season is definitely upon us.
Yeah, you've been fighting allergies for a long time now.
No, you're calling them allergies, and I think it's a head cold.
You know what
but
they
either
say,
way,
'tis the season to be sneezing.
well, I didn't say that, but that's something you said. That must be a California quote. I don't know. I've never heard that one before.
Actually, I heard that from my teacher in my classroom, believe it or not. In,
was it health class? Or
no,
what?
it was back in community college.
Oh, at a
I can't
JUCO?
remember. Was it history class or something? Anyways,
That quote should have been history as it is.
We continue on right now as the Moccasins still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Almost 2 minutes gone by. This will go all the way back on down. Asked to pick it up. And hand-to-head now on that two-line pass. Here is Mo on the crisscross. Couldn't quite find the puck in his feet. Now Wilson. There for Mo. Back out high for Wilson once again. Now Asp. His shot broken up. Try to get it back again. That one hit the head there that time of Mo and goes right onto the corner. Gets it back again to the front. And Wilson can get it to go. Manigun swing and a miss. The rebound turned away. A great scoring chance that led to the puck hitting off the head of Mo, and then Wilson couldn't finish.
It's like deja vu from last weekend against Columbus, where the pucks were just shooting at the net left and right, and nothing would go. It's sometimes that lucky bounce.
There's a chance, and that one leaks right into the back of the net. So Carolina with a shorthanded goal of their own to tie the game here at 1 apiece.
As I said, yeah. Sometimes that lucky bounce, and that's exactly what that one did, hacking and whacking around the net of Cody Karpinski. On a giveaway behind our own net, just a blown tire again. And the puck was bouncing around and hopped over the right side of Cody Karpinski and just trickled in the back of the net. You know, maybe it's something to do with this side down here with these little tricklers. Right over the right pad. Yeah, just, you know, everybody's down there hacking and whacking at that puck, and it just found its way over Cody.
Just like that, now a tie hockey game, 1-1 here.
And a shorthanded goal apiece.
So now up along the boards, trying to work it free, and snapped along now here for Sabad. Here he comes, a tail over the blue line. Leo Rakos trying to find a man now. Sabad with it, trying to turn the corner. And now he'll swing this one back out high, and now all the way down here inside the Monroe zone. So now Leo Rakos, the two-line pass up ahead out to the neutral zone, handing out wide for Gustafson. Tying up there along in the corner, Leo Rakos on the diagonal feed, fed a vacant point, and that's going to go all the way back down. So here come the Moccasins now on the reset. Stefanini brings it back up the ice and able to paddle that one back in. Slowed up here by the Thunderbirds goaltender. Back around now for Leo Rakos. Trying to hand it back in now this time. Baker all the way ahead. Now that shot broken up by Panachik. Trying to get it through. And And now it's gutted back ahead on out to the neutral zone. On it here for Panachik. He'll send this one across for Salak. Here he comes, trying to sidestep a man. On it here, he'll play it in tight now. Panachik with it, low to high, and this one filtered back into the corner. Salak back on top of things here right now as it's worked along to the half wall, and back out comes Monroe now here with Gisso. Across now for Stefanini, across the red line and back in. Sent around now here this time for the Moccasins, trying to get to it. Sent back down now, and it's picked up here by the Thunderbirds inside their own zone. Going to chop this off the glass. Well, back in control right now from the perimeter. They'll take it out to the outside. Bacon's long shot on the way, deflected. Back on it here this time, Cavalieri. And he will hang on. 15:22 left to go.
Good idea for Bacon to go ahead and let one rip in direction of the net. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of traffic in front of Cavalieri, but Cavalieri was able to get the rebound off the boards behind him, a little carom, and collects that for a face-off to his left.
Off the draw here for the Moccasins. That one put on goal and covered there that time by Cavalieri. He will hang on to it.
Shots are definitely getting through, and at the end of the first period, it was 10-6 in favor of the Moccasins in the shot on goal category. Both teams are definitely trading barbs back and forth here.
Right now the attacking zone draw here off the pad, and that one collected again here this time by King. Slicing it back up the middle here on the turning stick, this time with it Keeley over the blue line, and that shot goes wide of the 4x6. Out to the point now for King. And now the Moccasins trying to come back with a 3-on-2, couldn't quite corral the puck. And now Anderson on the forecheck. Slapped across, D-to-D for Clay Keeley. One of the two twin brothers out there, and stopped up by Karpinski. Moved along off the wall, and that one jumping over the stick of Anderson. Tying up there that time in front. Trying to rework it back in tight around the boards. All the way out for Asp. Gets on through now Henry. Trying to slice it free now. Here's Caden Henry, drops his shoulder. Out wide for Kosh. Protects the puck, low to high, to the point. Prevost trying to send that shot through. Gets it back again. Prevost in tight quarters one more time. Trying to work it here on the cycle. Henry towards the front off the deflection, and able to cover at that time is Cavalieri.
Almost had a little help there from Pavlov on the deflection, and yes, it went right into Cavalieri, who covers and gets us right to the TV timeout.
Well, 14-18 left to go. Carolina striking back here with a shorthanded goal to tie the game 1-1 back in just a moment here from Monroe.
Works, Northeast Louisiana's first infrared fitness studio. Get more workout in less time, plus all the health benefits.
Welcome in everyone here back inside the Civic Center on the Monroe Moccasins Broadcast Network. So glad you guys can be with us over on KNOE and Facebook and YouTube as well. Taylor Costa, Pete Fricano, Joseph Furtado with you on hand. So glad you guys can be with us. Some Friday night hockey here in the Civic Center between the Moccasins and the Thunderbirds in a 1-1 game. Here comes Stefanini back up the middle, trying to spin this back across and could not do it. It's taken up now here this time by the Moccasins once again. This one towed all the way back up top. Here's a shot that time all the way broken up. And now sliced ahead all the way back out to center.
Bodies everywhere down there in that zone.
And now it's sent all the way back on down. Here to pick it up is Farmer once again. Still middle stages of this second period. That one goes off the skate and slipped along all the way on back. Prevost D to D. Trying to rework it ahead. Now the Moccasins trying to get back out of their own zone. Slap for Learakos now on his turning stick. Back out here for Jasso. Here he comes, crisscrossing now, looking for a lane. Fires that shot wide. Gustafson. And now Baudouin trying to get back on it. To the other side for Ford. And back ahead now on the stick of Salak. Here he comes, trying to stop up on it. Baudouin back along and finds Kennedy now. This will go all the way back on down here for an icing. So 12:52 remains, and right now, Pete, a 1-1 game. Carolina gets a shorthanded goal. The Moccasins who open the scoring back in the first period with a shorthanded goal, too, from Blake Anderson.
Yeah, something you don't see. 2 shorthanded goals, one from either side in the same game. It's an interesting back and forth there, but pretty tight nonetheless with both sides here with Carolina and Monroe. It's been a really tight game.
Now Jasso off the attacking zone face-off. Couldn't win it, and slashed back in by Cangelosi. Trying to get back on that puck, Cangelosi to the corner. Salak colliding there with his man and Gustafson. Cangelosi, and now back around to the outside. Here is Sabad with it. Stops up on a dime. Hands across now, Jasso with it. Across the red line, he'll spill it back in. Baudouin, stick handling for Cangelosi. Taken away by many guns on the steal, and back on top of it here right now to hang on.
A good idea by Cavallari to just take the lazy shot and cover it up.
I want to take a look how things look in the division standings right now in the Continental Division. The Moccasins going to finish in that 6th place spot. But right now, Pete, it's a tough division right now, especially with the Thunderbirds and the Rocket Lobsters trying to battle for that number one spot, and also the Zydeco Bobcats trying to battle out who's going to play that home game for 4 and 5.
I believe the Continental is the stronger of the 2 divisions because you're always going to get Binghamton kind of running away with things over there in the Empire. But, yeah, there's a lot at stake this weekend here with Baton Rouge and Blue Ridge on who's going to get that home ice advantage for the play-in game. As I called it last night, the play-in game, play-out game, however you want to call it. It's their chance to move on and play the next team and get into the series. So it's going to be an interesting finale.
Yeah, and the Moccasins, they had a very tough schedule this year, playing a lot of tough teams. They played, Athens a lot of times here, over 10 times this season.
Athens and Columbus, it seemed like we were playing them all the time. And yes, very, very tough schedule. But there's been a lot of good teams in this division. Like I said earlier on, I thought, based on last year's teams, I thought that Blue Ridge really was probably the most improved team in the entire league. And then they added Greg Hussey later on this season, and he's been lights out for them. So, it's going to be an interesting playoffs. I'm definitely going to be watching, and I think we might even be doing our own possible collaboration commentary at some point with it, with a couple other broadcasters.
We'll see how it turns out and what will happen. I guess stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I like that. There's an Easter egg. Happy Easter.
That one stopped there by Karpinski, and, it really has been a fun week.
Busy week.
Busy week, yes. Back-to-back weeks finishing out, after that long 12-game homestand, and then all of a sudden, it's a lot of home games, and it's a lot of, getting the broadcast going and everything like that. And it's a fun time every time you've been up here.
Yeah, it's like this morning or this afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this afternoon, I really wasn't ready to go up in the booth. It was great to hang out with the fans and talk to them and kind of greet them in. That's why we're here.
Well, right now here, the Thunderbirds on the power play right now as it's sent all the way back on down.
Nice dump out by Cavallari. A lot of gusto off that goalie stick. I'm impressed.
Here's a backdoor look there for Ford that time. Going to come back out to the point now for Keeley. The look and wind that one back on net. Save there by Karpinski against his former team.
Good flash on the right pad by Karpinski to thwart that scoring chance. And the Moccasins clear, and Carolina gets a quick change.
Push back ahead now and trying to get with it this time here is Keeley. Out of Pai Butita. Across the ice now for the open man, Panachik. To the half wall, Salak. Down and deep side of the goal, trying to work it back in front for Keeley. And now here's some space ahead for Sabad. He'll pull up, had a shorthanded goal last night. Taking a whack at it. 37 left to go on the power play. Time winding down here. The Moccasins have been perfect tonight here, shorthanded. Now Salak trying to play it up the ice. Good read here that time by Kovaniemi, though. It's Butita who comes up with it, and his rising chance off the window. Back around now for Salak. Up the boards, has a man across. This time walking, Panachik shooting one. The rebound tailed off to the corner. Final seconds on this power play. Panachik directing the traffic, gets it back here, though, and he'll take a long-range shot, but broken up and out to center. So the Moccasins, again, have been very good tonight, Pete, here on the special teams. They kill off another penalty kill, their third one tonight.
Penalty kill has just been absolutely consistent all season long. Right in that low to mid 80%-ish mark, and it's just that it's been great to see.
Here's a chance there that time again for Anderson, who is leaking towards the front of the nets. And he'll angle his man off the puck, doing a good job. And Anderson's had a pretty good game so far here. Scored a shorthanded goal, good shift here right now.
Anderson's been everywhere. He's like a little rocket.
That's what happens, when you have those smaller guys like that, right? Especially for a guy like him, he listed himself as 5'10" on the FPHL roster.
Yeah, he's not, but that's it's okay. But you got the speedsters like Blake Anderson and Cade Henry, and we're going to commercial.
Well, we'll say welcome back upstairs here, actually inside the broadcast booth. So not yet, but Pete Fricano, Joseph Furtado. So glad you guys can be with us. Happy Friday, by the way. It's a fun one, especially every time this guy's joining me alongside. And right now, Pete, a 1-1 game here from Monroe inside the Civic Center. The Thunderbirds coming back with a shorthanded goal. We'll see you after this, though, after the TV timeout.
Works, Northeast Louisiana's first.
Welcome back in, everyone, here to Monroe inside the Civic Center. Period number 2. Under 10 left to go, and right now, Pete, the Moccasins on the power play, trying to take back their 2-1 lead.
Let's see if one of these teams can score on a power play, because we've seen them both score on a penalty kill.
It's been that night, and sometimes that's how it happens.
We've seen 3 shorthanded goals in the last 2 games. That's not something you see all the time.
And the Moccasins right now, who are riding a 4-game losing streak and trying to finish this weekend on a high note.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go but up for this as far as this weekend is, and you got to finish strong and finish for the fans and play for the pride, and also possibly playing for spoiler with the number 1 and number 2 seed in the Continental.
One thing, though, these fans all have been very good about this season is showing out for their team, leading the league in attendance this season.
Yeah, we walked around during intermission, and there's a good crowd here tonight. It's and they're loud, so we look forward to that next goal when the lights go out and the music hits.
This one sent back all the way down here inside the Moccasin zone. The Moccasins, though, they broke the FPHL single season attendance record, though, just last weekend.
Yeah, pretty amazing, especially for a first-year team in their inaugural season. That's just amazing, and but if you come here
over
tonight,
117,000.
yeah, and it's going to be well over, probably close to 100, maybe 125 at the end of the weekend. We're going to have to wait and see where that all shakes out. We'll definitely know by the evening tomorrow night where we stand. But either way, it shattered the records. Nobody can catch us this season anyway, and we thank the fans for all of their support, coming out and cheering on the Moccasins night in, night out. And this season is 28 home games, and it's I'm sure everybody's chomping at the bit waiting for next year and the schedule that comes out.
Yeah, off the draw now. Here's Leo Rocco is trying to send this one out high, but a giveaway and a steal here. But Tito racing back in, short-handed, and he's shut down. That'll be a penalty, though. Picked up right now. Here's Keeley on it. Empty net right now here for the Thunderbirds. That's going to go past a man there and forward and all the way on back.
It was a good save, too, by Cody Karpinski on that break, and then a poke check at the end. And him and I were talking about that last week, about using the poke check, which you don't see too much anymore.
So here's Ford to pick it up, find the open man there that time. And Keeley, here he is looking to turn the corner. His shot that time off of Karpinski, and we will get the call. It'll be a hook. And we will go to a Carolina power play.
Nicholas Favaro is going to go to the penalty box for 2 minutes for hooking on that semi-break there that the Thunderbirds had, and Cody looked sharp on both of those quick saves, and looked from the stand tall here during this penalty kill.
So Carolina to their fourth power play of the night, 0 for 3, and they've given up a shorthanded goal. Been a tight game though, Pete, 1-1. You know, the Moccasins have not won a game yet this season against Carolina. They are 0 for 3, and coming into tonight, they have been outscored 15-8 in that run.
Carolina's been tough all year. That's why they're up at the top of the Continental and been duking it out back and forth all season with Athens.
Out for Ford here on the exchange. Ford looking, his shot. That time it stopped there and sent on to the corner. Stefanini now ahead, chops it on forward. Here comes Kosh, 2-on-1, shorthanded. Stefanini across and cannot get that one on. It leaked behind Cavalieri and sent all the way back out to center. A close chance there. The Moccasins almost taking a 2-1 lead.
Great break by the Moccasins, shorthanded once again. Cavalieri almost misplayed that. It was almost behind him, and he just did not know where it was. Then finally relocated it, but boy, that was a close call.
Now here's Ford. He'll drop it on back slowly. And up the middle now, here come the Thunderbirds. Trying to work it back in. Over the shoulder look. Back out to Ford. Swiping one cleanly into the corner there for Salak. Has that long reach. Loads it back up top. Pumped across now for Ford. He'll walk this in. Nice toe drag. Gets it down low. Swinging a miss that time there from Kramer. Picks out a man now across. Lurking here are the Thunderbirds. Snapping in tight now. Ford walking back in, but cleaned out at the last moment there. Good defensive work that time from the Moccasins, but can't clear. But teed off the head fake. One-timer rebound and slammed home. The first power play of the goal of the night belongs to Carolina, and they take their first lead. It's now 2-1.
Good save initially by Cody on that shot. Heard it hit that stick pretty loudly. He even cleared the Carolina player out of the crease by himself last shift around, but trying to catch the player that buried it there. But yeah, right. Open net. You know, it's one of those things, you get the rebound and it goes to the right guy, right place, right time, and he was standing there camping out at the door. Goal by Baker. Dawson Baker buries it, and that's a 2-1 lead right now by Carolina.
That's the 6th of the season there for Dawson Baker, and now the first lead of the night here for Carolina. Pushed on and slapped there off the stick there of Karpinski. Reworked ahead now, just so, and looking to speed on by. Here he comes, just so, and he is Worked off the puck just so. Trying to spike it back in, just so with it. He'll drop the shoulder. Stopping and starting right now is shot there off the outside of the cage. Now it's Keeley. Able to fire that one back in, just so stopping and starting. Looking for room right now. Picking one up top. Just inside the blue line. In behind for Many Guns. Going to sweep that one in front. Going to come back out now here for Carolina. In transition, out they come. Rolled back along by Butita and all the way in. So right now here, just under 5 to go in this second period, and a 2-1 lead right now here for the Thunderbirds. On a goal from Dawson Baker to give Carolina the first lead tonight. Muscled back in deep towards Kosh and got it on goal. That one winds up into Cavalieri. He will hang on with 3:53 left to go.
Good move by Kosh, swiping a stick at it, trying to get that loose puck that was already bouncing on edge to kind of do a little flip right into Cavalieri. Another heads-up play.
Well, let's check in now downstairs at Taylor. Well, 3:53 left to go here, second period. We'll tell you about that action when we come back. Stay with us. The Thunderbirds take a 2-1 lead.
Get more workout in less time, plus all the health benefits of our patented infrared saunas. We offer over 11 different types of virtually instructed workouts. Get unlimited workouts 24/7 for less than $2 a day. HotWorks is for all levels of fitness, from beginners to professional athletes. Call us today to schedule your first free workout session. HotWorks, 1306 North 18th Street in Monroe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Welcome back here to Carolina. So glad you guys can be with us. Alongside Pete Ricano, Taylor Costa, Joseph Furtado with you on hand. A 2-1 lead here for these Thunderbirds right now. The last goal coming from Dawson Baker to give Carolina their first lead tonight. And right now the Moccasins trailing here in this game, trying to find the late tying goal in this second period. All the way back on down, Gustafson. Looking ahead over the stick of Anderson. Back in. Cavalieri there to stop up on it. He'll hand this one on out for Kennedy. Now Anderson trying to get back on it. Worked out of the zone by Cangelosi. Now Gustafson. Ran down there but got it to Koivuniemi, and he'll slip this one back ahead. Kosh trying to rework it. Instead now it is Anderson. Here he comes, trying to hook this one ahead, but offsides is the call there with 3:12 left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, with the announcement right now of 4,477 fans in attendance. That brings the season attendance total over 121,000. So I'm pretty confident we're going to break 125 tomorrow, and that's
see that math you got doing there right there.
Yeah,
on your cheat sheet.
Yeah. They taught us good math up in Chicago. We're good with that, and.
Listen, I can speak for all journalists here. We are not good at math, so I was going to let you do that.
Yeah,
one.
you lean on me for something.
Yeah, even with the calculator, you know. Yep.
Sometimes I take off my shoes.
There's a save there by Karpinski. He will hang on. Another attacking zone face-off, but you can see the fans here on screen in attendance right now, and like I said, Pete, a really good turnout. Should be a really awesome week.
Yeah, and fans, if you're watching at home, please, if you have not been to a game, tomorrow's it. Tomorrow's your chance. Come on in here, support your Moccasins. Let's sell this place out and put it out with a bang.
Come back around now here, this time for the Thunderbirds on the drop now. Here's a chance in front, but a good diving block there from Yaneli Arakos to sell out there as it's turned along. They drop out high. This is Keeley with it. He'll peel this one off. Trying to hand it ahead. Now Anderson dropping, and now Bacon on the reverse D to D. Out for Asp. Rework to the outside. Now it's picked up by Asp again. He'll work this one along, and out come the Moccasins on the crisscross. Quick give for Leah Rocco's trying to go backdoor. And read well there by Lane King out. He comes to carry this one back ahead. Through the middle of the ice now, this time Butita with it. Picks a man out up top, coming on Gagnon with it. Here he is backpedaling, looking right now, and sending one towards the middle. And it's kicked on below the goal line and reworked behind the net. It is Many Guns. He'll direct this one back ahead on that two-line pass, and that will go all the way back down for an icing and a heavy collision there after the whistle.
Actually, it looks like he blew an edge, really, when he was going in. I don't think he was touched. Yeah, let's get a quick look at that. I could be wrong, but initially it's kind of what it looked like, so we're going to take a look. Tough angle, but he might have lost an edge. Oh, much better angle. Yeah, it looks like he possibly blew an edge there, but yeah, I mean, sometimes you think he got hit, and maybe he did, but that's a tough spot for sure. Those boards there's no give there. It's like hitting a brick wall. And no penalty, but the puck's going to go back the other way because it was icing.
No penalty, so we will continue. A minute 33 left to go here in this second period. So now off the draw. Slapped all the way back on in. Here is Prevost back with it. He'll take it up right now and take a look. Rework it for Sabad with it, trying the stretch pass all the way back ahead now here for Rex Mo. Tying up with Cavalieri there as he sends one around the back. Handing off Gagnon. They'll try the other side with it off the flank and back ahead for Salak. That one behind him on the pass. And dodging a check there that time was Panachik. Almost ran to a heavy shoulder and Rex Mo there. Out to Kosh. Here on the near side, finds the open man now, looking for the toe drag, and Pavaro couldn't quite step in. And all the way back around now for Kosh. He'll hang on just inside the blue line. He'll snap it back into an open area, just so, ties up. Around the back now for Kramer. Lifting this one ahead here, final half minute left to go in this period. Anderson, who has the only Moccasins goal tonight, sends it in tight for Jasso. He's taken down to a knee, back up to his feet, spins away from the check. Back out for Koivaniemi. He'll walk the line. Back out for Koivaniemi once again. That one deflected, score!
Great long range. Throw it at the net. That's the throw it at the kitchen. Throw the kitchen sink at him, Joseph. That's what I'm talking about.
His second tonight. Blake Anderson ties it at 2 apiece.
Koivaniemi gets the puck and just throws it at the net. After a good pass across, Blake Anderson swipes at it and redirects it past kind of a startled Cavalieri to his glove side. Very late, 7 seconds left to go in the second period. And we're going to get ourselves a tie game and go into the third period with a Blake Anderson hat-trick watch.
So now here in a 2-2 game, the final 7 seconds left to go here, and the Moccasins tying the game late. And Pete, we always talk about it, goals hurt you in the first minute and the last minute, and that's a big one here for the Moccasins.
Yes, and like I said, the Moccasins have been playing a very, very solid game tonight. They're playing this Thunderbird team very, very tough tonight. So it just shows you the heart. You know, I called them the cardiac kids earlier on in the season, and they don't disappoint. Oh, man, looks like they're winding the clock down.
Well, welcome back upstairs here inside the broadcast booth. So glad you guys can be with us. 40 minutes gone by here in period number 3. Coming up in a 2-2 game, Pete, the Moccasins with a huge goal late in that second period.
Yeah, huge is it. 7 seconds left to go in the period, and you get one that late. Man, that was much needed.
Well, right now we have a chance to check in with Taylor Costa, who is ringside right now with Blake Anderson. Let's check in with him right now. Taylor, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Joseph. Blake, you were able to score again here in the second period to tie the game at 2-2. What happened on that play? Can you walk me through it?
Koivu was he's walking the line. He threw it on net, and I threw my stick at it. It happened to hit it and went in the back of the net. So,
you're no stranger to scoring goals here in the Snake Pit. Tell me, what is the experience like to score a goal here in front of the home crowd of Monroe?
It's kind of surreal. Like this amount of fans, the atmosphere, it's crazy. You kind of black out. You don't know what to do with your hands. You just kind of throw them up, and it's pretty amazing.
What are you seeing from the Thunderbirds on the ice so far tonight?
Sometimes it feels like they're kind of checked out. Their skill is really taking them a long way, but their effort's kind of low. They've already clinched playoffs, so if we can just keep our feet moving and keep skating and following the system, we should be able to come with the win here.
Awesome. Thank you, Blake. Good luck tonight. Back to you, Joseph.
Well, thank you so much for that one here, Taylor. And now we got my production crew up here. So we got Pete Fricano over down there to my right, Troy Savannah, Trent Key, Chance Netherly, Joseph Furtado. So glad you guys can be with us here on your Friday night. Well, guys, it's so glad to have you guys up here. What do you guys think about the game so far? And we'll start with you, Troy. How's the game been? Because I know you're always working so hard behind the computer. You don't really get to watch the game except through a monitor.
We got a hat trick watch. That's pretty exciting. Blake with the 2 in the second. I think he's gonna come around. He's gonna do it in the third.
Well, how about you? Have you been seeing the game, my friend?
You gotta start chucking your puck in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We almost got our first real fight down there at the end earlier in that last period, but not quite there yet. We want to see some good hockey, a lot of bodies in front of the net, and see some goal scores by our Moccasins.
Talking about hockey growing here, you guys haven't played hockey until this season. It's great to have you guys get in and learn the game of hockey. We're always going out, seeing you guys roller skating, ice skating. It's so awesome. And Trent, you too, we can't forget you. But, with everything starting to grow here, there's a junior hockey team coming in here next season in this building. So, you guys think that Louisiana is going to become a hockey state at some point? We'll start with you, Chance.
We can only hope, Joe. We can only hope that this blooming atmosphere that we have here in the Twin Cities is gonna spread out through the rest of the state. I've heard talks. There's been those notifications online about the NHL in New Orleans. So if that starts going up, we could see some other different league teams popping up here and there. But I'm really excited to see what that turns into with the youth jumping in there, seeing some guys come up and maybe seeing some of our local talent end up on the Moccasins team. What about you, Troy?
Just like like I was saying earlier, a year ago today, nobody in Monroe was hockey fans, I wouldn't say. Less than 1%, I'll say that. But just this coming to town, and then now we got the junior league coming, and with the talks of NHL, it's definitely brought hockey back to the Bayou, and it's exciting. It's growing really fast.
And we also have another familiar face joining us. She's kind of out of the camera shot right now, but Elisa Easter joining us too. But Trent, let's start with you now. What has hockey meant, and how do you see it grow so far?
It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It seems like Troy just said, it went from being nothing to just everything in the matter of a few months. Whenever they told me that the Moccasins were coming back to town, I didn't believe them at first, and now it seems like that they're here and they're here to stay, and I hope that's the case. I really do.
Well, right now, that is going to do it, I guess, right now through 40 minutes of hockey. The Moccasins tying the game late to make it 2-2. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Elisa, we'll get you in coming back here in the third period. Stay with us after this.
Hey Mocs fans, Parker Moskal here over at our newest corporate partners, Kart Pros. We've got a brand new kart here that we're going to be taking out for a spin to the Monroe Civic Center.
My name is Mike Gray. I'm owner of Kart Pros, and we're proud to sponsor the Monroe Moccasins this year. We're donating an Evolution Forester for their use. These are street legal, so that you will probably see them around town. Thanks for the opportunity. We look forward to those moccasin games.
Monroe, are you ready to take out the trash? Nah. Leave that up to us. You bring the game. We'll clean up the mess. No matter the job, big or small, we take out the trash. Just give us a call. When the clock counts down, who do you call on? We're local, we're trusted, and we get the job done. No hidden fees, no penalties, only clean sweeps keeping trash off your streets. Puck around and find out that the trash guys are the only option for commercial and residential trash pickup. Let us do the dirty work so you can keep playing hard.
Banner Ford of Monroe has your next car, truck, or SUV. We have over 150 pre-owned vehicles in stock right now. Whether you're looking for a safe, reliable, fuel-efficient car or it's just time to upgrade, shop Banner Ford of Monroe. We have all makes and models. Plus, we will pay top dollar for your trade.
The Banner way really is a better way. I'm Rick Flick, and I guarantee it.
Shop Banner Ford of Monroe on Frontage Road or online at bannerfordofmonroe.com.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, we start each day preparing for you, our loyal customers. Our experienced team of professionals works hard for you every day. We bend over backwards to put you in the right vehicle to meet your needs and budget. Our impressive lineup of vehicles will have you doing backflips as we help you stick the landing with every deal. But here, it's not about us, it's about you. Take your spot on the winner's podium at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, where we are made for champions.
Fill up with 76 renewable diesel using the Fuel Forward app and save on every fill up. Fill up with 76 renewable diesel using the Fuel Forward app and save on every fill up.
Audio Jungle.
Big pre-owned savings, big pre-owned selection. It's all here at Ryan Chevrolet. Pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, GM certified pre-owns. Shop them all online at ryanchevy.com or on Oliver Road in Monroe. Every Chevy certified is backed with a 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and more. Got a trade? Let Ryan Chevrolet show you what your vehicle is really worth. Pre-owned buyers get it all at Ryan Chevrolet.
Come see why more people are buying at Ryan. Ryan Chevy in Monroe.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift? Look no further than Johnny's Pizza House. Whether it's our signature Sweep the Kitchen pizza, Johnny's Flips, or sweet treats like our peach pudding pie and cinnamon sticks, there's something for everyone to love. This year, send that love instantly with a digital gift card. Perfect for family and friends near or far. Just a few clicks and it's delivered straight to their inbox, ready to enjoy. Give the gift of flavor and convenience this holiday season. Visit johnnysph.com/gift cards today to order your gift cards from Johnny's Pizza House.
Welcome to Brown's Roofing, where we are redefining the roofing industry with a commitment to excellence, honesty, and the customer experience. We want to make a difference in the contractor world, so we created efficient solutions for all roofing needs.
Monroe, are you ready to take out the trash? Nah. Leave that up to us. You bring the game. We'll clean up the mess. No matter the job, big or small, we take out the trash. Just give us a call. When the clock counts down, who do you call on? We're local, we're trusted, and we get the job done. No hidden fees, no penalties, only clean sweeps keeping trash off your streets. Puck around and find out that the trash guys are the only option for commercial and residential trash pickup. Let us do the dirty work so you can keep playing hard.
Banner Ford of Monroe has your next car, truck, or SUV. We have over 150 pre-owned vehicles in stock right now. Whether you're looking for a safe, reliable, fuel-efficient car or it's just time to upgrade, shop Banner Ford of Monroe. We have all makes and models. Plus, we will pay top dollar for your trade.
The Banner way really is a better way. I'm Rick Flick, and I guarantee it.
Shop Banner Ford of Monroe on Frontage Road or online at bannerfordofmonroe.com.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, we start each day preparing for you, our loyal customers. Our experienced team of professionals works hard for you every day. We bend over backwards to put you in the right vehicle to meet your needs and budget. Our impressive lineup of vehicles will have you doing backflips as we help you stick the landing with every deal. But here, it's not about us, it's about you. Take your spot on the winner's podium at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe, where we are made for champions.
Fill up with 76 renewable diesel using the Fuel Forward app and save on every fill up.
Welcome back, everyone, here on the Monroe Moccasins Broadcast Network here inside the Civic Center. So glad you guys can be with us. Final 20 minutes of hockey here from Monroe inside this building here. Game 1 and 2 on the weekend between the Moccasins and the Thunderbirds. Here in a 2-2 game, Blake Anderson with the last goal to tie the game with a couple seconds left in that second period. Now they clean sheet ice to work with here. The Thunderbirds take control right now in this opening minute. Pushed all the way back ahead. And now it's tipped along from the blue line all the way back on out from center ice and reworked across for Favaro. And he'll just scoot this one back in. Dumped off behind the net. Trying to size it up now here this time, or the Moccasins out to the point for a blast on the way, and that one turned along to the outside. And now carried back along now by Cangelosi, trying to stop up with it, and he'll work this one back down low. Seth Bacon now over the shoulder look. And trying to play this one on forward. Out it comes now here for Houston Wilson. He'll spread it D to D, and back along for the Thunderbirds to take over here. Bowden just missed it, and now out for Kennedy. He'll backpedal right now in a tie hockey game. And Pete, this has been a very good game so far here on a Friday night.
Absolutely outstanding this game has been. And we've had a little bit of everything. We've had a couple shorthanded goals, one for each side, and 2 goals from Blake Anderson as we're sitting on here. Talked to a couple fans that they're very aware that one more, and we could have our first Moccasins hat trick in the franchise history here. The newly resurrected franchise.
Yeah, and you've said that a lot this season, this year. A lot of 2-goal games. Some players have never had that third goal.
Well, let's hope it's not a jinx tonight, because we know that I can't predict scores very well. So we're just gonna hope for the best here.
We have seen that so far here on the year.
Well, I gave that up for Lent, so we're not doing that.
This one's sent all the way back on in, and now it's going to come back around now here. For many guns on the touch, back in tight. Trying to work it to the top and sprinkled all the way back on down here for Gustafson to take a look over the shoulder right now, and he'll fly this one ahead for Sabad. Just so with it off a skate and back on here for the take by Keeley. He'll peel off and rework this one to the outside. Run on now here inside the attacking zone. Looking to bring it back in around the wall for Anderson. He's ridden down that time by Farmer and sent back out from long range. And that one deflects around now to the other side. Twisted back along now, and it's going to find Anderson. Here he comes. Anderson in, and his shot was shut down. Great chance there, though, Pete, from Blake Anderson.
Anderson had a great semi-break there, and I think he was thinking about it the whole way. You can see him looking at the goaltender Cavallari, like, what am I going to do here? But it didn't go. Plenty of time left, 16:58 left in the third.
On hat trick watch here tonight. This one taken for a shot, and they score! Monroe is back on top. Coy Prevost makes it 3-2.
Boy, Prevost came on in there. Very unsurprising shot. Let one go inside the faceoff circle. I think it went 5-hole on Cavallari. We're going to look at the goal cam, and that's going to tell you where that went. Maybe we won't. Cavallari had good positioning, but 5-hole. Low and slow. 3-2 lead, Monroe.
And now we've seen a few lead changes already here tonight, Pete. And now the Moccasins regain the lead here for the first time in this third period. That's their 47th goal they've netted in the third period.
And we've talked throughout the season about the third period woes, but they've seemed to have shunned that ever since that Athens series. they've taken that and just threw that in the trash and just did their own thing now, and it's been pretty successful.
Reworked all the way on back now here inside the zone. It's Asp with a poke at it around the back. They'll wind it around now here for Sabad with it. Behind the net, drifting, protecting the puck. Trying to go off the wall to himself, just too far. Pounded back down low now. Sabad winds up with it back again. Almost 5 minutes gone by here in this third period. On the twist now here for Jasso, and he lost the handle. Filtered back along. And now here it's recoiled and arced back in. So right now back to pick it up. It's sent all the way back on down here and taken out here by Carolina on the two-line pass out ahead. Here is Salak. Trying to step on through with it and looking to send this one off the wall. Now it's Farmer. Back to pick it up. Still trying to work it. Now it's Kosh to cut it back to the outside. Here is Anderson back ahead. Here he comes. Anderson trying to swing his way on by. Still with control, Anderson. And he'll hand this one off down low. Kosh now battling for control with Salak. The steal by Jasso with it to the outside and the front. That one just tipped along to the outside and now picked up by Carolina. They'll send this back down. So the Moccasins with a good start here, Pete. In this third period, a jump in their step.
Moccasins are definitely buzzing coming out of the gate here in the third period. They look like they've got 2 steps, and I think Blake Anderson had a great intermission interview. He said it all. It doesn't look like the Thunderbirds are playing like themselves. They look like they're kind of content, but they could also drop into the number 2 spot just as easy. So they still need to look sharp.
All the way back around, it comes out to the point and slapped along to the outside. Hammered off the boards there that time, and now looking to escape this way. Liarakos on the drop. Wilson creates space for Liarakos. He'll hang on, delay, wait in front. It comes out now for Favaro, and his shot blocked and sent to the outside. Favaro muscled off, and they'll hand this one on out. It's Lane King awaits the puck. Ahead now, back along for Batida, and he'll swing it back in. Trying to work it on back Favaro, and here he is, Favaro. Back out D to D, and now the Moccasins, here they come, looking to escape right now. Middle stages of this third period. Now on back, here come the Moccasins to change up some lines right now. And a 3-2 lead. So glad you guys can be with us here from the Civic Center, joined by Taylor Costa, Pete Fricano, Joseph Hurtado. The last goal belonging to the Moccasins to make it a 1-goal lead. It came from Coy Prevost, and now we get the arm of the official and the call here. Well, the Moccasins will be shorthanded when we come back. Carolina to the power play. Monroe holding on to a 1-goal lead. Back in just a moment after this.
Works, Northeast Louisiana's first infrared fitness studio. Get more workout in less time, plus all the health benefits of our patented
Welcome back, everyone, here to Monroe. So glad you guys can be with us in the back end of this game right now in the third period, as that one deflected, score. A power play goal for Carolina, and they level the score here at 3 apiece.
Well,
it looks like Dawson Baker, his second tonight.
Yeah, touche. Dawson Baker getting his second goal of the evening. That one was another of those seeing eye pucks that just came through traffic, and looks like that one also got tipped in. Long range passing there, and came to the top of the point and just let it go, and it just found its way through a little tip, and behind Cody Karpinski, we are all knotted up at 3.
Well, now in a 3-3 game, Dawson Baker makes it 3-3, and that shot off of the pad there of Cavalieri. Heavy collision there inside the corner. Cangelosi looking to get back on top of it. And he'll try the drop, and the take by Cangelosi once again. Shadowing off there for Salak. Trying to get through Gustafson. Well, Pete, it's been an exciting game, though, here between two teams in the Continental Division, the Moccasins and the Thunderbirds. And it has been a fun one right now, and a battle, too. The Moccasins not going away despite being eliminated from playoff contention.
No, they're definitely not. They're sticking in here. They play with pride and heart, and that's exactly what they're doing this evening.
That one took a deflection off a skate there, and now Manygun shooting one. The rebound tipped along, and Anderson back out there right now, and he's been everywhere so far, Pete, in this game. And here's Favaro in front, and that one not out of the zone, though, kept alive by Favaro. Slap pass in tight. Here is Henry now behind the net. His shot, rebound in front, could not find the stick there of Manyguns, and now it's worked out of the zone by Ford. He'll tail this one back along to the outside. And now it's sent all the way back in. Picked up right now by Farmer. Here he is. He'll try the other side with it. And now Ford. He'll sprinkle this one back on out D to D and cut down by Favaro, but instead jumping over his stick and back down now Prevost to the outside. The open man off his skate and back out to center. And that one goes off the blocker that time there of Karpinski. Pushed ahead, over the stick, Liarakos. He'll filter one across, backdoor again, and trying to find Liarakos. And now out come the Thunderbirds. Butita the drop. Now Keeley, he'll circle and look, and had that one slapped away by Jasso in a foot race. Gagnon with it. He'll spin that one back down low for Asp. Now Liarakos, D to D now. Wilson looking back ahead, finds the open man. Come all the way back on down here. Again, this way for the Thunderbirds to take it on out. Halfway stages of period number 3. Rolled back in. Right there to Karpinski. Bacon back to pick it up. And now here for the Moccasins to reset this breakout. Single-digit numbers now, and Pete, I guess we're going to see if this game will lead overtime at some point.
Yeah, we're going to see where this one goes. It's pretty much back and forth, end-to-end action right now here in the third period over the last several minutes, and good action.
Picked up and sent all the way back on down here inside the Moccasin zone. Though they have been playing very well here tonight in a very tough team playing against Carolina. There's a save by Karpinski. And also doing without their captain tonight, too, no Frank Schumacher.
Yeah, Frank's battling a little lower body injury, I think, and but he looks good. He's on the bench right now as one of the assistant coaches this evening. Hopefully he's be able to suit up tomorrow night in the finale.
Pulling up on it here is Mo. His pass to the outside and skipped all the way back in. Heavy check there that time from Farmer, and that is going to land him with an interference call and a penalty to come, and it will be a Moccasins power play.
Interference on Farmer. Moccasins are now going to enjoy a 2-minute power play, looking to catch a lead here, going further into the third.
Well, we'll tell you about it, though, when we come back. 8:47 left to go, third period from Monroe.
Red Saunas. We offer over 11 different types of virtually instructed workouts. Get unlimited workouts 24/7 for less than $2 a day. HotWorks is for all levels of fitness, from beginners to professional athletes. Call us today to schedule your first free workout session. HotWorks, 1306 North 18th Street in Monroe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Welcome back, everyone, here to the Civic Center in Monroe, Louisiana, in a 3-3 game right now. The Moccasins looking to take a 4-3 lead. Here's a pass to the front. That shot put on goal and held on to there, that time by Cavalieri. Shut down. We'll see another attacking zone face-off. 4 forwards and a D right now for the Moccasins on this man advantage. Shots 21-18.
Oh.
Here in this third period. 2 for the Moccasins, 1 for the Thunderbirds, though, in this third frame. Leo Rockos, here's a long drive from way out. Goes off the boards, back around. Thought about pinching, and now out come the Thunderbirds. In shorthanded. Already seen 2 shorthanded goals tonight. And now Favaro, he will direct the traffic and push this one to the outside. He'll spike this one back in for Leo Rockos. He'll bang it out high. Favaro across. Just so with it. Here he is holding on to it. Just so. Favaro, a pass to the outside. Now Favaro waiting for it. He'll get it on back. Favaro backpedals, looks and hangs on. Leo Rockos now. Just inside the blue line for Favaro now. He'll trade off for Sabad. Now many guns. Back out to the outside. Flip back in below the goal line. Now Sabad trying to wrap it ahead, but takes a favorable bounce there for the Thunderbirds and spun back down. Seven and a half left to go here, third period. Here comes Jasso speeding back in, protects the puck, and he's angled off. Reworking it out now for Anderson. 2 goals tonight, backpedaling off the head fake. Long shot on the way, that goes off the back wall. Rimmed around now, here's Anderson stopping up, trying to cycle it down low. Kept alive momentarily there by Asp. And now he'll stick handle and go on back now for Mo. Twisting back along, the handoff to the outside, up the ice, come the Moccasins. Sent back in. And now back out to full strength. So collected here by Anderson. Fakes a drive and gives a cross for Koivuniemi. He'll drop this one around the back. And now it is Keeley. On a touch, back out ahead to center ice, James Farmer. Here he comes. Farmer looking. Trying to swing back around. Knocked into there that time by Koivuniemi, and he was taken down, looking for a penalty. Filtered out to the neutral zone. And now brought in that time. Baudouin is knocked down, hard check, and that is going to be a penalty for Tripp.
Now we're going to have a little skirmish.
So we'll take a look here at the replay now as Koivaniemi going to the box.
I saw Gus Ford go down, but I really couldn't see exactly what happened there. There's just a lot of bodies as we're going to get a rewind. Stick to the foot. Looks like a trip. I don't have the official word, but that's what we're going to call it.
6 minutes to go here inside this third period. Carolina to the power play, looking to take a late lead here. Here's a long shot deflected to the outside. Going to come back along now. The touch pass Panachik. Salak directs this one back in deep. Now it's King for Salak. Across the pond it goes now to the outside. Here's Salak with it drifting. Looks for real estate as he hands it up high. This way for King. Fires one, and that's touched along by Karpinski and all the way back down.
Good clear by the Moccasins during this penalty kill right now with 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go in the power play for Carolina.
So now this way here for Ford. Here he is on the pass ahead. Finds the open man there, and Kramer looking to turn the corner back in front. And this will be zipped all the way back down. So Carolina here on the reset. Now reorganize this power play. Touched on back. Bacon, he'll send this one back on down. Carolina 2 for 6 on the man advantage. Lifted out here for Gus Ford now. Leads his team in points. Back on out to the outside. Pulling off now Gagnon with it. He'll spike this one back in. Handed him behind the net. And now it is Blake Anderson. Here he comes. Anderson looking to pass it off. And now Kramer. He'll just drop this on back now here for Favaro. Final seconds on this power play for Carolina until Koivaniemi comes out of the box and back to even strength.
And that'll do that.
And now back to even strength and back to 5-on-5 hockey. So here come the Thunderbirds, potential 3-on-2, but offsides with 3:54 left to go. And that'll bring us to another immediate timeout here in this one. A 3-3 game here in Monroe. Stay with us, back in 90 seconds.
Hey Mocs fans, Parker Moskal here over at our newest corporate partners, Kart Pros. We've got a brand new kart here that we're going to be taking out for a spin to the Monroe Civic Center.
My name is Mike Gray. I'm owner of Kart Pros, and we're proud to sponsor the Monroe Moccasins this year. We're donating an Evolution Forester for their use. These are street legal, so that you...
Welcome back in everyone here to Carolina. So glad you guys can, or Monroe, excuse me. So glad you guys can be with us between Carolina and the Moccasins. Final stretch of this third period, and Pete, it's been a fun game. We might need overtime tonight.
Yeah, it's been a real fun game, and I don't mind overtime. We've done it before. We could do it again, and as long as we come out on top, don't care.
Right inside the zone, Leo Rocco's looking to drop the shoulder right now. The diagonal pass out high, and here's a chance to the front of the nets. Now Stefanini, and covered up here this time by Cavalieri to hang on.
We're talking about how active our end boards are. Boy, I think that was another wild carom off the boards. Came close to the right side of Cavalieri, who covered up.
We'll have the attacking zone face-off. Right now here for the Moccasins. Now it comes Carolina this time, and Kramer back ahead. Trying to high point that puck was Learakos.
You know, sometimes it's just a game within a game here.
And now it's Farmer going to wind this one back around here for Asp. He'll slide this one out to his left. Able to attack the puck right now here. The Moccasins trying to come back out. This time for Mo. He'll drop the shoulder, trying to power back in, and that puck worked to the outside. Trying to swipe at it here. He'll knock it out to the right for Bacon, and sizing one up, but able to hang on. That time Cavalieri.
Cavalieri once again standing tall, and Kevin Subad goes tumbling over to his left-hand side there, and looks like he's fine, headed to the bench. We've got another face-off here late in the third period. 2:24 left to go. 3-3 tie, Moccasins and Thunderbirds. It's been a good one so far.
A fun one right now here in Monroe in a 3-3 game.
And we are leaking toward that possible overtime. 3-on-3 with a potential shootout is my favorite part of the game.
Head coach Gary Gill trying to pick up his 500th career win too tonight.
Yeah, and we've been on the watch for that. We've known about that one for several games now, and it'll be good to see it, especially here at home, and the fans, it'll be something to enjoy.
Worked around now behind the net. Favaro trying to escape with it. And all the way back on out to the neutral zone. Pride back in. Trying to work this one out ahead now, and it's King the steal, and a hard check there on Anderson.
Kennedy looked like he had to stick up a little bit on Anderson, but no call.
Play will continue right now, and looking to step back out here this time is Keeley. He'll roll that one back in. Just under 100 seconds left to go in this third period. Here come the Moccasins out to the neutral zone. Prevost, the last goal for Monroe here. And a fall there that time for Farmer, and he'll look to drive his way back out through the traffic. And cannot find the outside. Re-rolled back in there by Panachik. Final minute to go here in this third period. And here goes Caden Henry up the right wing side. He'll turn the corner behind the net. Looks for help at the point. Gustin, his shot that time deflected back around. And now Panachik, out he comes. That long shot off that right pad of Karpinski. And now it's slapped ahead off the turnover though. Here go the Thunderbirds, and that shot going high there from Keeley. The bumper pass, and here goes Anderson with a pair of goals tonight. Anderson fires one high over the top. The drop on here to the back point. Bacon looking. His shot broken up. And now it is Keeley back ahead. Trying to find Ford. He's closed off. Final seconds in this one. One last try maybe. Wilson and Henry. 2-on-2 inside the zone. And that one popped over back into the corner. And that will do it through 60 minutes.
Well, this has been a good one so far, and we're going to get treated to a little extra hockey here tonight. What is to be the eve of the final game of the season?
Well, we will need overtime. 3-on-3 hockey up next. Well, welcome back upstairs here inside the broadcast booth. So glad you guys can be with us here, hanging out with Pete Fricano, myself, Joseph Furtado, on your Friday nights here on the Monroe Moccasins Broadcast Network. And hopefully you guys can like and subscribe here too on our YouTube channel as well. We lost our YouTube channel and now trying to get back all those subscribers we had. We had almost nearly 3K in our first season in just about 7 months, so all that work going down the drain. But we're trying to restart, make everything happen. But Pete, right now, here in this hockey game, 3-3, Carolina and Monroe going head-to-head. The Moccasins trying to close out this weekend series here with the bang.
It's been a great battle, both sides, back and forth. So we had a little bit of everything tonight, and it's been a relatively clean game. Not a whole lot of penalties and a lot of extracurricular activity, which you never know what tomorrow night's going to look like. Although Carolina being already locked into the playoffs, you wouldn't suspect anything. But, this game's crazy like that, and you never know. So we're going to see what Coach Gill pulls out there for the 3-on-3 power overtime period.
And he's trying to pick up his 500 career win. And this is actually the first time for him in his tenure as a head coach in his career, missing the playoffs the first time.
Yeah, and it's got to be tough for him. And, we've talked to him from time to time, and he's just a great coach. He really is. It's been a lot of fun having him on board this season, and hopefully we'll have him for many years to come. I think the guys have been really receptive from the ensuing games. We played in Danville when he came aboard. It was a brand new team right off the get. So hopefully Coach gets at 500, and we're definitely pulling for him.
Well, it's taken to the ice right now. Here's some 3-on-3 hockey here. We are underway in the overtime. The Moccasins trying to pick up their first win, 2 against Carolina here on this season. The bumper pass ahead now. Gagnon with it, stopping up on it. He'll take a look right now. Both teams on the bench standing right now on their feet. Worked all the way back along. Here go the Moccasins, 2-on-1 developing. Stefanini crisscrossing. He'll look right now. Delays. Has a man breaking. And that one goes wide.
Just missing, and Hugo was definitely feeling like he was going to get that one top shot by Cavallari, who was almost out.
Anderson back on. A pair of goals tonight, looking for the hat trick here in the overtime. It has been a fun one so far here. Now it is Salak. He'll double on back. Take a look and hand this one out. D-to-D across. Now Salak. Going to bring this one back up the ice. Handing onto it. He'll pull up, delay, and there go for Joseph Kennedy. Now Kennedy with the full head of steam. Out he goes to the outside. His shot goes off the side of the cage. And now picked up by Blake Anderson. Here he comes. Fans erupting right now as he's looking for the hat trick. Anderson crisscrossing, and he'll double on back.
Nothing wrong with a little reset, a little like roller hockey action on that reset.
Well, here he goes a second time and firing that one high over the top. And now out comes Carolina. Here is Keeley looking to take it back in, and that shot goes all the way back around out to the neutral zone. Back and forth we go, kind of like a seesaw match right now. Keeley drifting back in. Here he is trying to work it towards the front. And now it's snapped along here. This time Leorakos avoids the check. And on back for Gustafson. Up ahead, here's Leorakos firing one off the pad there.
Leorakos let that one go.
Slapped along with the takeout here by the Moccasins. Now Wilson joined by Gustafson, 2-on-2. Here goes Wilson, waits, delays, fakes the drive, got it on back, and that shot stopped there by Cavallari, and he will hang on.
And then action here in overtime. This is not disappointing as far as the action's concerned. Cavallari's had a little bit more work than Karpinski, the Chicago native, over in the Moccasins' goal, but what a game this is going to be. Start to finish has been outstanding.
So off the draw, picked up now here by Carolina. Here they'll come back out of the zone and bring it on in. This time it's Farmer. Takes a look right now as he's ran down that time. Now it's Kramer. Waits, delays, his shot through traffic, wouldn't get through. And it leaks on side of the cage there again. Trying to pick it up, Kramer. Off the end wall to his man up top there for Farmer. Farmer handing off right now there that time. It is Kramer holding on to it right now as he lurks from the perimeter. Behind the net for Farmer once again, out for forward, missing him and all the way back down.
Wow, Cavalieri sprinting out to go play the puck and didn't do anything with it.
You know, sometimes the goaltenders, they get bored back there, huh? They just got to get into the action a little bit.
Oh, we do. We sing. We do all kinds of things. But, boy, he sprinted right out of there. What speed.
Well, here comes Kennelly now. Inside the blue line. Out to his right to swing it up the middle now. Off the head fake this time. Panachik waits. Wheels one to the front and a save there off the pad. Looking to clear now. Koivaniemi ahead. Has the man he wants. And there goes for Stefanini. Waiting. And his shot, Stefanini. That one goes behind the net. And now Salak. Here on the delay right now as teams making changes. Final minute to go in this overtime. Will win it a shootout. Brought in by Keeley, but offsides is the call there that time.
Gagnon offsides there, just got in a little bit ahead of the play. But the previous save, though, by Karpinski with that left pad, flashing the pad out. Excellent stop, which helped to get that rush go back the other way. Swiping up to the right, getting another shot on Cavalieri.
Now the face-off back out in the neutral zone. Here come the Thunderbirds now to recontrol right now here. It is Keeley. We'll play it on back. This one's sent around now here, this time for Dawson Baker. Trying to pull back up on now here is Caden Henry. Rather Jasso with it. Jasso backdoor and quite pick out his man. Dying seconds in the overtime. Out comes Carolina. One last gasp the other way. Backdoor and that one missing the net. Dawson Baker cannot fire it home and look out Anderson. And we get the call here,
What
a whistle.
Are we doing here? I have never seen the call. I know what the referee's doing. He's doing a vertical snow angel. I'm not sure what he's calling.
So the final seconds in this overtime, and we get the whistle now. We'll have this face-off come on back inside the Moccasin zone. One last try here, maybe.
The Moccasins are going to get a penalty, so it's going to be a 4. Too many men in the ice. There you go. So that's what he was doing. The vertical snow angel. Not sure what that call was, but it was impromptu. But extra attacker is given to Carolina in overtime, so that's a 4-on-3 for the remainder of 4 seconds.
So off the draw, picked up, slapped across, and that will do it.
Shootout it is, and I'm okay with it.
Well, 65 minutes, not enough.
Yep.
And now we will go to a shootout here to solve this one.
Well, fitting, it's been a dandy here. 28-20 shots on goal total by Monroe going into the shootout frame.
Well, welcome back upstairs here inside the broadcast booth. So glad you guys can be with us and hanging out, too, on a Friday night with us and Taylor Costa downstairs. He's Pete Fricano, as always. Joseph Furtado with you. We got our production team down to our left, too, working so hard behind the scenes. Chance Nethery, Troy Savannah, Trent Key, Jeremy Alexander, too, Lisa Easter as well. And, Pete, what a game it's been. 3-3. We're going to a shootout.
Ton of action, a lot of entertainment. The fans have been excited. They've been standing at this entire third period, so here we are.
Well, here we go in the shootout. It's going to be Roman Kramer shooter number 1 against Karpinski, and that's a goal there on a nice move. He tucked it one hand in the back of the net to make it 1-0.
Kramer just got Karpinski to float just to his right enough to where it opened up a spot between his left pad and the near post, far post rather, and tucked it home.
Well, now it is Jasol. Here he comes. And he's shut down. So now we go top of the second here in order, and this time it is Gus Ford trying to double the lead here in the shootout for the Thunderbirds. And he lost it, and that'll do that.
That's it. He loses the puck. That's it. I'd like to thank the Snakehead for going ahead and helping us out on that one. Much appreciated. Wow. There's always something new.
Well, now they're going to go to Rex mode and try to level the score here in the second. Here he is, and shut down by Cavalieri.
Big glove save by Cavalieri, and Mo blows it right into his glove. He's got a hard shot, but Cavalieri equal to the task.
Well, now Panachik to win it here if he scores.
Come on, Snakehead.
Panachik out to his right. Here he comes, barreling back in, trying to corral the puck. And he sends the Thunderbirds away in game 1 here with the extra points. They win it here in a shootout, 4-3 on the road, and pick up 2 points.
There's been a story out there the whole season, the shootouts that we just haven't been able to squeak out of, and it's just all season long. It's the same move where, boy, if we were able to gather these points, we would not be in a position that we currently are in the standings. But every night's something different. We don't know what we're going to get. That's why these games are played, and we live to fight one more day tomorrow.
And Karpinski, too, hats off to him. He played a terrific game tonight, as well as Blake Anderson.
Absolutely, both of those boys. Karpi's really trying hard for that first Moccasins win.
And the salute here at center ice at home. Second to last time before the season closes.
One more home frame for us, and that's going to do it for the season, but we're here for it.
Well, welcome back upstairs here inside the broadcast booth. A little different look here from our press box. Now we can show you here our hardworking team behind the scenes. Chance Nethery, now Troy Savannah, wearing the suit tonight for the first time. Finally, we got him to wear one. Look at him showing us the swag. Trent Key, the cowboy hat, and look, Morgan Wallen looking like or Kenny Chesney, I should say. We got Pete Fricano, Jeremy Alexander, Lisa Easter roaming around here somewhere. Thank you guys so much for all your hard work all season long and helping us out, making the stream what it is. No Holden Altman or Connor Hill tonight, but we thank you guys. I mean, Chance filling in for Connor Hill tonight. Maybe it's Chance's fault tonight a little bit. We'll take you back here on camera on our other screen right now and take you back upstairs here and talk about how this game went, because Pete right now, it was a great game. Even though the Moccasins lost at 4-3 in a shootout, but it was a really hard-fought game between two division rivals.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you got a team right now that's first in the division or conference, whatever you want to call it. It's on first in the Continental, and we're sitting down at 6. But, man, you wouldn't have known it. You'd have thought that we were right up there in the top of this heap. But great game, great battle back and forth. We had end-to-end action. We had shorthanded goals on both the sides. You know, the only thing we didn't have was a fight, which I'm sure the fans were waiting for, but no avail.
Well, tomorrow is the finale. If you're not going or don't have tickets yet, make sure you go get some tickets here for the game tomorrow night here at the Civic Center, because that's going to be it here, and then it's going to be a couple months until these Moccasins are back here at home in October.
Yeah, and if you're not going to be here, which you should be, there's plenty of tickets available for tomorrow. Just come to the box office, save yourself a little money, then buying them online. And if you can't come here in person, then we'll love to have you listen to us tomorrow night in the broadcast and give you what we possibly can one more time.
Well, that is going to do it here for us and for our entire production team. We thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here on your Friday night. Final count of this one, 4-3 for the Thunderbirds. They win it in a shootout, but for the entire Stream Team production crew, for Taylor Costa, Pete Furcano, myself, Joseph Furtado, wishing you a happy Friday night. Thanks for joining us all season long. We'll see you guys tomorrow for one last time. Thank you.